One of the main reasons to create projects in the Record Exchange is to easily assign transcription, proofreading, and scoping jobs to others, while dynamically tracking their progress on the project from start to finish. In the Record Exchange, job assignments specific to projects are called turns. This is an important concept, especially when fulfilling large projects and expedited transcript orders. In fact, turns are fundamental to the Record Exchange and its robust tracking capabilities. A turn is a unit of work intended for one person and, depending on the size of the project, can include the entire preceding recording or just a portion of it. Let's see how turns work. Select the Projects tab to display the Projects page, which lists all active projects in your account. The project titled In the Matter of Hammond and Hammond was previously created in the Creating a Project tutorial, so we'll select it. The project page is now displayed. There are 5 subtabs on this page, and the Content subtab is already highlighted. Here you'll see a list of the non-recording files for the project that were previously uploaded in the Creating a Project tutorial. Select the small microphone icon, and all of the recording files will be displayed as well. There are 27 FTR recording files for the project, comprising 2 hours and 15 minutes of content. We'll break the transcription up into 3 45-minute turns for 3 separate transcribers. Select the first 9 recording files. They will make up our first turn. By the way, it's best not to include non-recording files. Your connections will automatically have access to all content specific to this project that they may need, including document files, once they've been assigned a turn in this project. Now select the Create New Turn button. This will display the Create New Turn page. The Turn ID field will be auto-filled, although you can rename the Turn ID to fit your workflow needs. Fill out the other fields as needed. Set the turn type as Transcription, then set a due date and time that is earlier than those of the overall project deadline. Finally, assign the turn to any of your connections. Just start typing the desired connection's username, and the system will list names of your connections that begin with those letters. For this tutorial, we previously created a fictional transcriber's account in the name of Tim Transcriber and added it as a connection to the fictional Remarkable Reporting account we're currently logged into. Typing the first letters T and I will display Tim Transcriber. Select Tim for the turn assignment and save the turn. The project page is again displayed with the Turns subtab now highlighted and the newly created turn listed. Select the small arrow to the left of the turn ID number. This will expand the turn to expose the specific information related to it, including the connection that was assigned to the turn. The connection assigned to the turn will then receive both a notification in their account and an email letting them know that a turn has been assigned to them. Additional turns can be created by selecting the Content subtab again and following the same process until all of the recording files for the project have been added to turns and assigned to connections. The status field for the project will then change from unassigned to assigned. You can also create turns for a project without immediately assigning them to connections. That way, you can define your turns, then decide which connections to assign them to later. When an existing turn has not yet been assigned, the Assign To field will not display a connection name, but instead you will see a link labeled Assign Turn. Selecting it will allow you to choose a connection in the normal way by typing the first few letters of the connection's username. You can also change turn assignments from one connection to another simply by clicking the existing connection name, which is also a link, and choosing a different connection. While it is common to create more than one transcription turn in a project, there is usually only one proofreading turn. So try using the Select All box on the Content subtab. The Select All checkbox is located at the left end of the title row on the Content subtab. Selecting it will select all of the recording files in the list. Now simply select the Create New Turn button and complete the Create New Turn form as described before. But this time, select the proofreading turn type, and you can select either yourself or one of your connections to assign the proofreading turn to. If you create a proofreading turn at the beginning of a project and assign it to a proofreader, That proofreader will be notified as transcription or scoping turns are completed. Congratulations! You now know how to create and assign turns in a project and can move on to monitoring the production activity associated with the individual turns.